Hi guys! Today I have my friend Jen here from Running Turtle Resources, and she's going to share ideas with us about early finishers. So Jen, can you tell us what is an early finisher?
Perfect. Hi, thank you for having me, Heather. An early finisher, or some of you may refer to them as fast finishers, are those wonderfully enthusiastic students in your classroom who love to shout out, "Teacher, I'm done. What do I do now?" And it can be wonderful that they are so excited about the task that they have just completed. But it can also pose quite a problem for many teachers from a management standpoint as well. So that's a little bit of what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to talk about how this will help us with our classroom management. It was just kind of a series that we've been doing. So, what are some things that we have those kids that say, okay, I'm done? What are some things that we can have them do?
So I think the first thing to help manage these kinds of situations is to give them a tool to refer to. You know how it is with those little learners and with my own children. You say something verbally and it goes in one ear and out the other. And the next thing you know, they're asking you the question all over again. So having some kind of visual chart is really, really helpful. So in my classroom and even sometimes in my own home with my little ones, I have an "I'm done" chart that says exactly what they like to say. "I'm done. What do I do now?" And then I list the different activities that I'd like them to do. This gives them an easy visual, pretty simple language that even the youngest readers can read and refer to. And that way they're not forming a long line at my guided reading table waiting to ask me what they should do next.
Mhm. And so we kind of already talked about, why we need early finisher activities. And so how just having that, how else does it kind of help like our classroom management?
I think it helps the teachers not feel so overwhelmed in the classroom. There you are with 25 students, sometimes more, and they all need your attention. And I find a chart like this and having activities ready right away for them is especially beneficial for when you have like a guided reading group or a guided math group and you're trying to give that focused instruction and you've got that long line of students needing your attention. It's helping you and them build that independence, advocate for what they need to be accomplishing so that you can get more done and you can give the students who need your attention the most at that moment that attention that they need. And I always have a variety of activities just ready, and I usually switch them out each week. So some weeks I might just have one early finisher bin with a specific task. Other times I might have a few different bins according to their guided reading group or their guided math group. It could be anything from like an easy printable, like a quick mystery puzzle printable. It could be something that you don't need to prep at all, like finding a new book or grabbing a sticky note to write a new vocabulary word. So you don't always need to be reinventing the wheel. You can sometimes have really simple tasks for them that require no prep at all, but you can just give them the direction here and you can change these out. So maybe you don't want them to do puzzle practice, but you have a fun color by number for them instead because you're working on a specific math skill. So you can kind of switch them out throughout the day or each week, depending on what you want them to do.
Okay, and so if you're doing, say, like a color by number, is that like a new skill or is that a skill that they've already practiced?
I typically use that as an opportunity to either review or enrich. So I
Okay.
want it to be something that they can do independently. They're not going to have a
Mhm.
lot of questions. So we don't want to think of early finishers or fast finisher work to just be more work. We want it to be meaningful. We want them to stay engaged. We want to keep with that hands-on learning mission that so many teachers out there are striving for. So to have something that they can work on independently, but it's meaningful, it's focusing on the skills that are relevant to what they are learning in the classroom is definitely key.
Okay, perfect. And where can we get a cute chart like this?
I do have this chart in my Teachers Pay Teachers store. So if you go to Running Turtle Resources on Teachers Pay Teachers, you can grab that there. And I have several other color by number, mystery puzzles, all kinds of activities that are not necessarily fast finisher printables. They're not called that, but I use those resources as those early finisher activities for my students.
Right. So sometimes like something fun, but like you're saying, like enriching or practicing an old skill.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you. And so we will definitely make sure to link those resources for you guys in the bottom in the description. Jen, thank you so much for coming on for us today. Where can we go to connect with you?
You can find me on Instagram at running.turtle.resources. You can also find my blog, runningturtleresources.com, and you can find me on Teachers Pay Teachers, same thing, Running Turtle Resources.
All right. Is there anything else that you'd like to add before we go?
No, thank you so much for having me. If you have any questions, definitely reach out on Instagram, and I look forward to connecting with you.
All right. Thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you guys next Sunday.